Hey guys, it's Tiffany, and you are here for Tarot Friday for May 24th, 2024. This is graduation weekend in my community, so congratulations to all the graduates. I have a senior this year I'm super proud of. So much love for everybody going through that rite of passage, that transition into adulthood. This weekend, Venus is going to trine Pluto, right? That's really positive. That's really sweet. That's really good change. That's that like leaving the nest, that song. Gosh, who sings it? It's like she had 18 years to get ready for this day. She should be past the tears. She cries some anyway. Letting go. That's like that bittersweet, oh, that feeling, right? Venus trine Pluto. This can be a time when your heart grows 3 times, when your heart is walking around outside your body. It just feels like this expansive kind of transformational love. Jupiter's going to move into Gemini this weekend. That's the big news, right? Saturday, May 25th. Happy birthday to one of my best friends. Jupiter and Gemini, like, yeah, it's Jupiter's been in Taurus. We've loved it there. However, as it moves into Gemini, it's in detriment. It doesn't love to be there, right? Gemini scatters some things. Jupiter makes things big. You could feel pulled in 2 directions. Jupiter's going to be in Gemini for a full year. It was last in Gemini from June 11th, 2012 to June 25th of 2013. Um, I know, this can be a place of information overload, feeling overwhelmed, trying to discern which classes to take, trying to discern which information to exchange, what do you want to put into your mind, right? Discernment of information, discernment of the people that you're hanging out with, discernment of how you get around. Gemini rules transportation, right? Discernment with your siblings too. So these are topics that are going to be, I think, top of mind for the full year. Now, in my calendar, for some reason, I pulled out a prayer from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't know. I guess I was feeling it in the moment, but it really stood out because it says, our thinking will be on a much higher plane. Our thinking, Gemini, will be on a much higher plane, Jupiter, right? We don't have to stay in the nitty gritty of things. We can graduate, we can travel the mind, we can travel the subconscious into the spiritual plane. So I'm going to read you the prayer. Take it or leave it, right? If you like the vibe, you can use it. You don't have to be an alcoholic to use it. But it's one of those spiritual prayers that I love to use and love to read because it is inspiring and it really brings peace to me. So it goes like this. On awakening, let us think about the 24 hours ahead. We consider our plans for the day. Before we begin, we ask God to direct our thinking. That's the prayer. God, direct my thinking. God, Jupiter, direct my thinking, right? Mercury, Gemini. So it's that simple, right? We ask God to direct our thinking, especially asking that it be divorced from self-pity, dishonest, or self-seeking motives. Under these conditions, we can employ our mental faculties with assurance, for after all, God gave us brains to use. Our thought life will be placed on a much higher plane when our thinking is cleared of wrong motives. In thinking about our day, we may face indecision. Mercury, feeling pulled in 2 directions, right? We may not be able to determine which course to take. Here we ask God, this higher thinking, higher power, Jupiter powered, right? We ask God for inspiration, an intuitive thought, or a decision. We relax and take it easy. We don't struggle. We are often surprised how the right answers come after we have tried this for a while. We usually conclude the period of meditation with a prayer that we be shown all throughout the day what our next step is to be, that we be given whatever we need to take care of such problems. We ask especially for freedom from self-will and are careful to make no request for ourselves only. We may ask for ourselves, however, if others will be helped. We are careful never to pray for our own selfish needs. As we go through the day, we pause when agitated or doubtful and ask for the right thought or action. We constantly remind ourselves that we're no longer running the show, humbly saying to ourselves many times each day, thy will be done, right? We are then in much less danger of excitement, fear, anger, worry, self-pity, or foolish decisions. We become much more efficient. We do not tire so easily, for we are not burning up energy foolishly as we did when we were trying to arrange life to suit ourselves. How does that fit? Does that resonate? Do you see how that could be useful? Okay, for our universal reading, I'm drawing from the Essential Meditations deck, 50 exercises to focus the mind. to send out love, okay? In Buddhism, metta bhavana is a loving kindness meditation. Focus on the feelings of love deep within you. Call them up by remembering the unconditional love you experienced as a child from your parents or a best friend. Focus on extending these feelings to the following people: someone you respect, such as a teacher or spiritual leader; a close friend, someone neutral. Say the person who serves you morning coffee, someone neutral, right? So we've got a teacher, spiritual leader, somebody you respect, a close friend, somebody neutral, just the person who is in front of you in the line, right? And a difficult person from whom you feel disconnected. So sending out metta, loving kindness, metta bhavana. Great. Let's all do that one. Why don't we do that every Friday? Why don't we do that every day, right? A little metta. At the end of your yoga practice, if it feels right to you, you can do like this: open the hands and send the metta out from your heart, and always pour a little back into yourself. Of course, you need your own loving kindness too. All right, let's go into the weeklies, the zodiac signs. I'm using the Angel Tarot cards from Doreen Virtue and Riley Valentine. You just want to take a few deep breaths in with me. And then go to your sign. You can watch for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And let's start with our Aries. The Nine of Water. So that would be kind of like the Nine of Cups. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. So Aries, right? It's not worth worrying about. Worrying is like praying for something that you don't want. This is you get your wish that your dreams are coming true. Now, if you don't like what's happening in the out picturing, you can change your dreams. You can change your prayers. You can change your mind. You can co-create with spirit differently. But this is a card of wishes fulfilled. So be sure to thank your lucky stars, thank your guides, thank your God, your creator, thank yourself. Right? Have you seen that Dr. or that Snoop Dogg? Like, I'd like to thank me. That's what I think of sometimes with this. All right, for Taurus, we get the Four of Fire for our Taurus. It says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So if you think about the Four of Wands too, that stability, that excitement, that relief, right? That there's inspiration that's going to go somewhere. Have you set up the foundation for what you are building correctly, Taurus? If not, this is a time to reset the foundation while you can. While it's not too hard to just reset the foundation if you need to, set up proper protocol procedures, set up proper paperwork if you need to. It could be as simple as something like it needs to line up a little bit differently, waiting for divine timing. But this is an acknowledgement of that proper foundation that can set you up to just like light the world up. All right, for our Geminis, Jupiter in your sign now. So Ace of Air, new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. That sounds a lot like Jupiter in Gemini, doesn't it? Like needing to persevere, having a new idea, changing your mind, looking at things from a different perspective, and then taking it all in as information, not taking anything personally. This isn't an emotionally charged card. It's a intellectually charged card. So working with the mind, giving yourself a new thought, something to work with, something to just bounce some ideas off of somebody else and get a new thought, right? Changing up the way that you think about things, like the mental jukebox, like the song that's playing in your mind, changing that up from time to time. All right. For our Cancers, we get the life experience card of Archangel Chamuel. It says a significant life event is going on for you, Cancer. A powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings, Cancer. All right, you know what that means. For our Leos, we get the Magician card, which is the first card. And in this deck, it's related to Archangel Raziel. It says you're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So go forward, Leo, right? Tap into your inner magician, your inner priestess, that side of yourself that wants to make magic and alchemize the light into the dark into the light, that blends things, right? That has all the resources. You have all the resources you need to go forward and do something really cool. I can't wait to see what you're up to, Leo. All right, for our Virgos, we get the Seven of Earth. It says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So some of my Virgos get that analysis paralysis where we overthink things or we ruminate, have ruminating thoughts. It's time to take a deep breath in, Pause and wait, relax, rest. You've planted the seeds. You can't make the sunshine. You can't make the soil any better. You can't make it rain. I mean, I guess you could water the plants, but the idea here is you're in a waiting room, and in the waiting room is not the time to keep pushing and forcing and create like making things happen. This is the time to just wait and watch and stay curious, right? Stay in the splendor and enjoy, like be fascinated with the natural world around you. Okay, for our Libras, we get the card of balance. How perfect is that, right? It says this is associated with Archangel Zadkiel. It says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing, Libra, right? You are the great adaptogenic herb of the zodiac. You know how to balance, you know how to wait, you know how to be on one side of the seesaw and not go overboard. You know how to not overindulge. You know how to not overwork, overrest, overdo anything, right? This is your reminder of the temperance card, of to blend something, to balance something, to even something out, right? Inside of you. For our Scorpio, we get the Justice card, 8, Archangel Raguel. It says, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So, Scorpio, it's good to stand up for your beliefs without putting down the other person or people. Like sometimes, so in my human design, I'm a 3-5. I have that fifth line, the line of the martyr. So there's this element of me sometimes when I share things or share my perspective or vision, or I stand up for my beliefs, right? It can feel like a lot of persecution comes my way, even though that may not be the case, right? It can feel like that. Like when I'm asked for an opinion, I give it, and then I'm told like not that, right? So here is a personal example of how this justice card might show up for you. Just be right with yourself, be true to yourself, be just with yourself, make apologies where you need to. If you were to meet your maker today, are you at peace with everybody in your life, or is there something you need to do to clean up your side of the street? Then it's time to do it. Okay, for our Sagittarius, we get the 10 of air, like the 10 of wands. I like this card because it's all the unicorns and horses there, the 10 of air. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, can also indicate someone recovering from an addiction. Okay, the 10 of air, the 10 of, I paused because I think I hear our roadrunner. Earlier I thought it was a monkey. It was like making the craziest sounds. All right, Sagittarius, sorry. So there could be I like to tell people the worst is over, right? The worst is behind you, so don't dwell on it, don't ruminate on it. Go forward. Find peace inside yourself. Like realize if you're upset that you set the ball rolling somewhere, take responsibility, but don't ruminate. Don't dwell in any of the negativity, the past harshness. Just go forward if you can. If you want to, the invitation is there. All right. For our Capricorns, we get the 3 of fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans, Capricorn. You're great at that. So embrace the good things that are coming your way. Embrace the spiritual gifts. Say thank you. Count your blessings. Stay curious and stay excited and stay optimistic, Capricorn. Something good is being built for you, with you, through you. You're awesome. Keep going. You got this. Or you don't got this, but God's got this for you, through you. Either way, have patience, make long-term plans. Things look very, very good for you. All right, wonderful. For our Aquarius, we get the Emperor. The number 4 card here is Archangel Michael. It says organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership, right? Pluto retrograde in your sign, Aquarius. This requires great leadership from you at this time. Absolutely. The Emperor can indicate your boss, somebody in authority issues that you may be working through, feeling like a change of devotion. What are you devoted to? And you might be wanting to become self-employed or work on a different way of a stream of income. This is time for you to just sit still, meditate, ask where the creator would have you go, how they would have you serve, what they would have you do, and get quiet and listen to those inner whispers of your soul. For our Pisces, we get the King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, practical. So Pisces, this is a successful time. Last week, you got the card of sobriety. So maybe you're having some success in being honest with yourself about something, right? Clarity here. It says a successful time. confidently accept opportunities that you are offered. You have the Midas touch right now. So keep going, Pisces. This king of earth is generous, professional, responsible, practical, right? These aren't qualities you associate with the mystical, beautiful, ethereal Pisces usually. So this is a time of plenty for you. So this is an interesting moment, an interesting pivot that's happening in your life where you can trust yourself, you can count on yourself, and you can trust that more will be provided with when you are responsible with the things that you have. So if your car's a mess, clean it up. If your money's all wadded up, straighten it out. If you don't know where your money leaks are, plug them, go be honest about them. If you are not behaving your best in your relationships, time to sharpen it up, right? Be responsible. Be generous, be professional, be practical. Hope this helps you with your weekend. All right. Love you guys. Namaste.